didn't say that.
You just took out that drawer.
Shut up, dude.
Since when can you read?
You're all dying tonight.
We were going to.
I have not said anything.
Joke's on you, man.
Jared's the only one that's living.
I'm always dying.
Anyways, welcome to our stream, the mighty Misfit Menagerie, otherwise known as Gas. Got it. That was a good one. Last we left off at Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, we were kind of head deep in the first trial for Still Cry. So you had the trial was information or intel, and you were tasked with gaining as much information as you could from Ren Keep, kind of a smaller keep on the west side of Osrin. We are at the end of the second day. First few days was done. Recon was done by Dash. And Gimbal, right? Gimbal learned a new spell and was able to find the entrance to the well underneath the keep. And I believe you were wanting to...
I'm going to camp out overnight and see what...
Okay, you weren't wanting to go into the keep. Or were you?
What did we decide?
you were watching overnight.
You were going to swim.
Yeah,
I don't think we decided you were going to do that.
I think I'm going to watch... Tonight I'm going to watch.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there. We still have 3 more days or 2 more days then if I need to go in. But
okay.
Just tonight I'm just going to camp out and watch.
For the record, I tried really hard to get us a druid guest star for this particular episode for Pass Without Trace and Animal Shapes. Could not get one.
Oh no.
Cheat just a little bit. Well, I mean, I was going to be like, hey, we have a guest star. Oh, they just happened to roll a druid that I personally made.
Well, we all know that Mark loves druids, so that's great.
Oh yeah, they're the best class ever. Awesome. So over the night, you are doing some recon. Are you in your same spot? Let me actually pull up that map.
Probably pretty close, maybe not the exact same spot in case anyone did see me, that they're not like,
okay,
is this dude the same place?
And how long are you staying?
He only needs to transfer 4 hours, and he can do that before starting his night watch. So all night.
I probably would have tranced at before dusk to get my sleep in, and then so all night.
Sure. Yeah. Roll your. Let's do 3. Roll 3 perceptions.
Do I pick which one is which?
Just give me all 3.
I got a 10, a 21, and a 23.
10, 21, 23. Got it. The map is on here, and we need the air plate to here. So I need the mousy mouse.
Yeah, no, you can have that.
Thanks. I appreciate you letting me have my mouse.
My mouse in my own house.
Right.
We need to get a technical difficulty screen.
Technical difficulties.
Someone just starts screaming.
It cuts to elevator music of the girl from Empanema, with just like
that's one of my favorite songs, actually. So I'd be totally down with that.
So as this is going through, as you're there all night, you do see a changing of the guard. So probably 4 hours into your watch, you see the 20 wizards that were there before leave and then get replaced by 20 additional wizards.
That's a lot of wizards. Okay.
Anything else specifically you were looking for?
I'm assuming all the guards have torches or something up on the wall. They have
magical light.
Okay, but they have sources of light up there, so it's not like they're seeing in the dark and stuff. Can I see the well from where I'm at?
Let me pull it up here on the screen, and we will see.
If only.
It is downloading now.
I see it over there. Alright. Let's see what we're looking at.
So you are camping out here, right? This is where your other place was.
No, you cannot see that well up from there.
Yeah, it's too close to the.
Okay.
It's too close to the
Okay.
wall to see it.
Okay.
Just use your Rook's Cape to glide over to the wall.
Hmm.
You got that in the last dungeon, right?
Yeah, please use that.
No. Yeah, I think that's.
We'll just collect his corpse and speak with that.
So what did you see?
Fastest way to get information.
See a separate display.
I guess maybe while it's dark.
It's a cool picture.
This is hard to do. There we go. Better.
I guess when it's dark, can I see if there's like any secret doors or anything on the outside? No.
Secret doors
on the outside of the
castle wall.
So are you leaving your spot and going towards the wall?
You know, the one thing I never understood about castles and keeps, right? So they have like 100-foot walls, right? Like, so if you're like literally right up against the wall,
You can just jump over it.
well, no. I mean, like it's semi-impossible to actually see someone who would be directly
Oh, I see
under
what you're
you.
saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can see somebody approaching, but if they're at the wall,
Yeah.
like there would be.
You're done.
Well, it's considered one of the safest places to be sometimes.
Are
Unless you're
you-
on the ladder, then you're no.
Yeah.
Okay, roll a stealth.
Why will it not show me who in
70.
chat? How many viewers we have?
27.
I don't get none of that either. I have 7.
27. Should have known it's not initiative, so of course it's going to be over 20 for you.
He rolled a 10 earlier.
And then go ahead and make. I would say you come down here and make an investigation check for this.
Investigation.
14.
No, you're kind of pushing on the bricks, knocking on a few of them to see if there's any hollow. You don't find any weakness or way in on this side.
All right. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
I need a spell to make it rain, so you can just hide like inside the keep.
Wow, what? How it would be so useful if there was a druid.
Right?
Druids are so useful in such a wide variety of situations.
Gimbal doesn't wake up. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what happened.
Didn't set the alarm spell right.
Yeah, anything else specifically you want to do? Okay.
Rook just rolled over on top of him in his sleep.
You come back up to your hiding spot here. With your perception rolls, that's really about it for the night that you guys see. So beginning of day 3, and you have 4 days to kind of get as much intel as possible. What are you guys doing?
Okay, we need to get inside the keep at this point, but it's broad daylight. What can we do?
Did you see any gnomes with those wizarding group?
We can't use magic.
Have you had a chance to reach out to Major Horman?
I was told that I didn't know where he was.
Well, so you don't know the major, you know the captain of the infantry.
Captain of the infantry. All right, I'm gonna give my crazy plan a shot. There's very little chance of success, but stab me. Bishop, you're with me. But before we go in, I need you to spend as many spell slots as possible.
I just don't have to cast anything at all.
Can other mages tell if a mage has spell slots? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I just won't do things. I'll remove my spell focuses. Just be like,
How long would it take me to get to my parents' house from here? Or to the shop?
Half a day?
Okay.
We still got 2 more days.
Yeah.
Oh, why? What did you want?
Well, I just realized that last time we never asked them if Vidaf had been stocking up on anything, because they would know if a bunch of scrolls were going out of the city.
And then you could deliver them.
True. And that's not illegal.
No.
I'm helping out my parents.
Mm-hmm. So why don't you go do that, and then that can be our day 4 plan, if nothing else.
All right. I'm going to go see what I can find out.
Okay.
All right.
Are you still doing the plan?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to get as close to 0 as humanly possible.
Okay.
And then Bishop is going to carry me up to the front gates.
I am not strong enough
Got
for this.
Don't I get to stab you?
I'm not. Yes.
Yay!
Don't bring him that close to death. He still needs to be able to walk mostly. He just has to.
But why?
I'm the one that's gonna have to heal this up later.
Okay.
Okay.
You are at 1 hit HP.
Okay. So much damage.
Oh no!
I have to use the numbers.
Every time you stab him, you're scared he's going to choke you again. But he doesn't end up. He holds himself back. Yeah.
He eventually does tell you to stop.
All right. So go ahead.
All right. So we approach the gate, and I'm supposed to be on death's door, so I need you to do the talking of deception.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going up to the front gate?
Yep.
Yeah, we were attacked by bandits on the road. I go over this with you while I'm being stabbed. We were attacked by bandits on the road. And spread it out, not all in one place. And I'm a member of the Greaves noble family, and we need immediate medical assistance.
Turn around.
Ooh, the ones in the back.
Gimble's mom's gonna be mad she bought me this shirt because I'm wearing like fine clothes. Like,
You're passing yourself off as noble again.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. All right, so you head up to the gate.
I'm wearing
you
my
see-
signet ring as proof that I am of a noble house.
Okay. You see just kind of peepholes here and here. 2 guards. One shouts at you. Stop!
Can we get a little help here? He's just like gesture
Blood
towards
everywhere.
there. We were on the road and we got
What
shot.
happened?
Oh, and just to retcon real quick, can we put a few wounds on Bishop as well?
Okay.
Just because
Good
that
call.
will
Okay.
add
Good call.
credence.
5 points of damage.
So
I hid in the
you had a
corner.
bruise.
I got a good slice, probably just
Yeah, Dash,
and I ran.
Dash had a hard time hurting my kid while I watched him.
Oh.
And you used your rapier and his dagger, so it's not just one weapon.
Okay.
There were a bunch of bandits on the road. I managed to get out of most of the fray, but I came back to him nearly dead. Anyone here can...
You should see the other guy.
In all fairness, it was impressive, but a little help?
Make a performance.
Performance.
Not
Nope.
deception?
Nope.
It's still pretty good. Divine. There we go. That makes it a
Divine.
10.
What'd you just do?
15.
He's a celestial sorcerer, so during an
Divine.
ability check, divine sorcerer, so during
Gotcha.
an ability check, like I think once per day or
Once per day.
You can roll
Yeah.
2d4.
He can
Yeah.
roll 2
I got 2
before
4s. I went from a 2 to a 10 to a 15. I was like, oh!
15's better. Okay.
We do have a bleeding.
Yeah, I feel like that should be at least an advantage, but
Still
I mean, they can
15.
see you're hurt, but I don't know if they're buying your story. With that 15, maybe.
I'm just saying, what person in their right mind would do this to themselves?
That isn't.
I agree.
That's a fair point.
No, probably no person in their right mind.
No person in their right mind
Rook
would.
is just desperate to be useful.
He gestures a few people to go out and check you. They kind of like check your wounds first, and then check to make sure you don't have any weapons.
I'll
They take
surrender.
your sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sword and
I'll show them
shield.
the shield and the. Like, look.
Okay. And then they usher you into the keep, and you're in this little area here, this little forward office area, where it's made up as like a makeshift hospital.
Alright. I'm mostly fine. Just take care of him.
Okay. They're kind of going through. They're patching you up. They have a medicine kit.
As much
For your
perception as
wounds.
possible.
Same.
Okay. Yeah. Both of you guys, go ahead.
Okay, that is 18.
You're distraught. They took your sword. You're not looking.
Yeah.
Good.
I just want that.
You see a group of people here. Looks like builders working on this stable area. There's about 5 of them. with one dwarf screaming out orders. As you pass through this area here,
I definitely look over.
You can see the well. You can definitely know where that's going. You see all of these entrances to the top of the keep as well. This is just kind of like a storage area for just kind of like food and dry stuff, dry food goods. That's about all you can see in here. You see a few different offices and 4 people in this room currently, including the one that's patching you up, as the forward guard tower.
Do you see any wizards at all?
No wizards whatsoever.
Right.
No.
Okay, and then what's the name of the guy that I know?
It's Major Horbin.
No.
Oh no! I'm sorry. I keep going back to the major, the captain.
He's the captain of an infantry, Dracus.
So I, seemingly on death's door, Dracus, somebody summon him. I must give him my final words.
All right. The woman that's like patching you up looks up. Go get the captain. And she kind of finishes patching you up. What are you guys doing inside the room? Anything else? You some of the soldiers are asking you questions like, how many bandits were there?
About 8 of them.
8 bandits. Where were you?
About actually like 20, 30 minutes walk down the road. Actually,
okay,
not too far. It was in a much more like grassy plain area. We kind of were going off the road a little bit just to.
Why did they attack you? Was it just the 2 of you traveling?
It's just the 2 of us. He's dressed up all fancy today.
Where were you going?
We were heading around. What's the nearby towns? I forgot the names of them. I know there's the Wren.
You were going by the town, yes. That's it. Got it.
The town. There's only one.
No, there was a new
Furrowfield.
That's what happens when you don't write things down. Furrowfield. You were going by Furrowfield. What's that word?
It's from a video game.
I actually have like the
roll deception.
Deception?
Yeah.
From Osrin.
Alright, okay. Yeah, it's 25.
Benjamin, make sure we have double watch on tonight.
Actually might not be a bad idea because if they're looking outwards, they're not looking inwards.
After maybe 15-20 minutes, you see coming into the room a large dragonborn.
And this is where it all began.
Blue scales, full plate armor with a large shield and a great sword attached to his back. What is this nonsense?
Dracus, my love.
He's a little out of it right now. He's been pretty hurt. He didn't bring his sword with him.
Are these people?
Greece.
Who are you?
I'm just his ward for the most part, just a travel buddy.
He kind of looks at you closely. Brodwin?
Yes, you remember my face.
What are you doing in my keep?
We didn't intend to be in your keep. We just figured there would be magical healing here, as my cleric decided to waste it all identifying trees.
We had a few sending spells we needed to send.
I haven't seen you in 10 years. What are you doing around these parts?
I don't rightly know. I was coming out here because my sister bade me, and next thing I know, I'm being beset by bandits.
How many bandits?
I believe 8.
Seems you've lost your touch, Brodwin.
Yeah. It was an ambush. It was all over in a moment. None of them do not have a story to tell about my courage.
Well, patch them up and get them out of here as soon as possible. It was interesting seeing you today, Brodwin, but let's not make this...
Dracus, why are you in some keep in the middle of nowhere? You were a great captain.
I am a great captain.
But to assign you to such a small out of the way keep? I mean, it seems so beneath you.
This is no...
Persuasion?
Yep.
Can I get advantage because I put him in a prideful state? That's 18.
18. All right.
Like a Constitution will save right there. Not Constitution, but I'm doing the wrong one.
Also, now that we're all begging for advantage, no more jokes about is this an artifact?
True story, Rio. It's always an artifact.
At least I give a reason why I should have advantage, not
Because
just
I
is this
want
an
it.
artifact?
This is no ordinary keep, Broadwin. If you've known the things that I've seen downstairs.
I'm sorry, I did not mean to
Yes.
belittle you. It's just from the outside, it seems...
You never mean to belittle me, us dragonborn, do you?
Okay, so it's not established canon that I'm racist against dragonborn.
Get him patched up and get him out of here. He walks out.
Well, we know where to look now.
I think we knew that before.
Of course the dragonborn's involved.
And I just want, for the record, I rolled these characters before. I just we decided you knew one of them, and he's the only dragonborn.
Great.
It's fate. So yeah, they finish patching you up. They give you a healing potion, just probably from the orders of Jarakas. And
Is there any chance we could eat something?
starting to
We'll stay in this room. I understand you don't
make
want
another
us.
persuasion.
That is still a 16.
Okay, yeah. The nurse, of course, yeah. I'll bring you some lunch. Please don't go away from this room.
Mm.
And she walks out.
Are we alone?
No, you
Okay.
still have 3 other soldiers.
3
One
other
manning the
soldiers.
watch, 2 others kind of suspiciously watching you.
I'll go to him and be like,
Any magic to help us in this situation?
Yeah, too bad.
not me. That's not what I do.
I should have brought Gimbal.
Yes, you should. I'll go to him and be like, what did he mean? It's not any ordinary keep. It's just defense, right? What the hell's going on?
It's above my pay grade.
Actually, isn't it all? Get barely anything walking this.
So
around.
8 bandits, huh?
Yeah, he didn't even bring his sword with him like he usually does.
You just got that bruise on you.
Yeah, no, I ran for it. Him unarmed, it's a bad fight. Beat one of them to a bloody pulp,
Left
though.
him there, huh?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm not a fighter. Look at me, and I'll show him, like, this, my... I'm not strong.
willowy flame.
Yeah.
Points out the sword and the shield.
The sword?
Are those for decoration?
Yes, actually. Yeah, let me show you, and I'll pull it out. It's like, it's actually a blade that is inspired by Helm, and she's currently who I'm
All right.
assisting with. I have small limits on spellcasting, but I'm tapped out for the day.
Your man's a coward. You should probably travel with someone else.
Oh no, as soon as I get back, I am going to fire him.
We'll go to him.
Actually,
Stay.
you know what? You're fired.
I'll just whisper, he wasn't worth the pay. It wasn't worth the pay anyway.
Get out of
I'll
this
start,
place,
I'm like,
yeah.
can I just go? He's on your own.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll escort you out.
I'm taking my stuff with me.
Yeah. And they escort you to the front gate. And out.
Can I do another
Sure.
attempt to see
Do
if
another
I
one.
catch anything else? I got stuck on my finger. I don't see shit.
The guard uniforms, what do they consist of?
Similar to the ones that you guys have. So it's kind of
So
regular
full face.
full face.
So there's
Don't
no
know what that
helmets.
means.
There's no helmets.
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Like you can see their faces.
Yes, you can
Full
100% see their faces. I don't know what full
I'm thinking
faces.
the entire faces of Matt.
You do see with your perception the dwarf throwing a hammer at one of the builders that wasn't doing a good job apparently. And that's it. And then maybe 5 minutes later, the nurse comes back with a nice meal for you.
Aw.
Okay. I am immediately disgusted by the meal. Who has made this? Show me to your kitchen. Are you working with clay pots and bath water?
I made it for you.
Take me to your kitchen. I will show you how to do this correctly.
Make a persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because she's going to have to overcome these other guards.
It's also like an intimidation almost.
That's still a 12.
12? Considering.
That's not enough. She kind of says, oh, yeah, this way. And then the two guards kind of hold you by the shoulder. That's not a very good idea.
What am I going to do? I was beset by 8 bandits.
We express orders to get you out of here.
Well, then come with. I'll make you something.
No.
A nice truncheon of meat, perhaps? I have saffron.
Nope. Persuasion was not high enough.
Very well. I will need an escort back to town, however.
I'm not waiting anywhere. I'm just going. Probably far enough away and then hide behind a tree or something.
Ben, you're up. The guy from Watch switches off and walks with you outside. Do you want to make another perception?
Yeah. I mean, I will definitely make as many perceptions as you will allow. That one is going to be a 17 plus 4.
17 plus 4? Okay. You see...
Which is a 21.
I've rolled nothing higher than a 3 tonight.
You see Drakus angrily storm into this area here and kind of disappear. Yeah, you can't really see where he's going from your vantage point.
Is there any guard around this area specifically?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Yep.
Okay.
There's guards here. And from that perception, you can see that there are 2 guards going back and forth around here, kind of starting at
paying
opposite
attention
ends.
to the outside.
Around the top of the
outsides.
ramparts.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So he's taking me to town?
Yeah.
Okay. Halfway to town, I must use the restroom. Do you need to join me to make sure I don't sneak back to your keep?
No, you can have your privacy.
Okay. And so I walk into the underbrush, and I'm hoping this is where we've set up.
We've set up? What?
Like where we're set up.
waiting.
And
Like
so
camp?
Dream,
So he's going back to...
yeah. But
Okay.
Dash, Dream, and Bishop should be in this area, right?
When we
I went with
We didn't
Him.
talk about it beforehand, but he's probably hiding somewhere. Yeah.
But I would be aware of where they
Okay.
are. I'm trying to go to where they are.
Okay.
When
Okay.
isn't he hiding
Oh, God.
somewhere?
So you're trying to
Ambush.
dip from him to go meet them.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that you squat down to go to the bathroom and then get
Disappear.
up and just briskly walk on.
No. Well, no. So if I'm in the area that they're
You're
in,
not in the area that they're in.
Yeah,
They have
okay.
to, because
We'd be-
they're in cover.
Okay.
And you're kind of in a plains area right next to the road.
And then I go, Stars and Garters! Quickly, man, come!
He runs up with his spear.
And then I
What is it?
hit him as hard as I can.
Make an
Entering
attack.
into a rage.
Make an attack roll.
How healed were you?
doing?
We can determine that too.
Yeah, how healed was I?
You took 1 potion.
Okay, so that's
One
what,
regular
2d4?
potion. Yeah.
They did say a healing kit, but I don't think I would only. That's just no.
That's just
not
to
healing.
stabilize him. Yeah.
7, and then it's plus. I think that's just 7. Oof, this better end quickly.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, plus 2?
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
One way or the other, it will end quickly.
You should have 11.
Okay. Do I get advantage because I'm surprising him?
No.
He's kind of on alert.
He's on alert. Yeah, he's running in.
That's bad.
That is pretty bad.
Why are we attacking a guard?
To lead credence to the bandits.
But he'll remember.
What
Not if
did
he's
you roll?
Not if he's like unconscious.
Kill him?
Well, no.
What did you roll?
9.
9? Okay, it does not hit.
Okay.
Is that live?
How close are we at this point?
I'm not killing him.
You guys are in the tree line probably 40 feet away.
All right.
So would we hear this?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah,
hear,
I'm
oh,
being-
my stars and stripes!
In Rook's voice, though.
In Rook's fancy voice.
Yeah.
Something is very wrong.
Roll initiative.
18.
9.
If
We're
you
ready.
die,
Oh God.
My healer's right there.
You got a 9.
9.
I got an 18 in the city.
I
I am hustling buns.
don't want to Ooh, I'm glad I got that.
All right. Yeah, you hear, "Oh, my stars and stripes," and it is your turn.
It was my stars and garter.
Oh, stars and garters. Sorry.
then I'm gonna.
You at this point don't know what's going on. You just heard him yell.
But he's only 40 feet away. I mean,
We'll
he should be able to see.
Yeah.
So I'll use my bonus action to dash over.
Okay.
And then when I see him try to hit this guard, or,
Yeah, you saw that whole.
So then I would start an action to attack.
Sure.
Okay. Better know what you're doing.
I don't.
I don't.
I assumed. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
I mean, he's a guard. He shouldn't have that much HP.
I mean, are we
This is a special base.
sneak attack or am I flanking him?
Well,
I mean, you could probably get into sneaking attack
Okay.
range, yeah, since you dashed with your bonus action.
And I'm also right next to him.
Yeah.
So.
This is what happens when we do things without Gimple.
13 damage.
13 damage. Okay.
Yeah, if we were gonna break the law, maybe we should just use those costumes.
Phantasmal force.
That
There's
way.
bandits attacking him.
That's true.
All right. Next up.
Wow, that would have been really good.
Yeah, that would have been smart. You're up.
Okay, so that one is a over 20.
Okay. Yeah, that definitely hits.
For is 15
15.
non-lethal damage,
Okay.
and then I get an extra attack.
Go ahead.
Are we doing non-lethal?
You were.
You can't, but I'm fists. So that one is a 13.
Yep.
Okay,
Full
and that
fist.
damage was 7, 11.
Drops into
Drop
0. Yep.
Okay, drops him.
Okay.
He's now unconscious. All right, now what?
I feel this is awkwardly walking
You're the one that
over.
started attacking him.
What is the plan now?
Do you know any bandits in the area?
We killed them all.
What?
This is their area?
Well, this is the Black Stars area. You didn't kill all of them.
Oh, okay. So then I would know people in the area that we could go to. Right?
For what? What are you looking to do?
I just
What
need
are we looking to
bandits.
You just want bandits?
I just need bandits.
Okay.
Not want.
Okay.
Ones that are just gonna
So if we're gonna go
be
see
like, yeah, we'll take
bandits,
the.
I'm going to just
take the ball.
So the criminal
twin
contacts,
cast really quick for you.
You could probably find your contact in the city. Do you
10, 20
be
points
like
of healing.
hard pressed to find bandits
20.
and convince them to come out
Yeah,
without
that's-
having gold involved?
Which I explained to him. that,
Yeah.
like, they're not just gonna be like, oh hey, let's go raid a castle.
I'm not looking to raid a castle. I just need to drop off a guard.
They're probably not going to want you to drop off a guard that it was
Asking their
attacked.
permission.
Gonna.
This is not gonna happen.
All right, we tie him up and I take his uniform. If nothing else, Dash is now a guard at the keep.
I'm just gonna leave this here.
Okay. You tie him up and strip him of his clothes, so he's now naked.
He's got a loincloth.
Is there any markings or anything on him, like brands or anything?
No.
Okay.
And you have a guard uniform, even though you had one before.
I said it was a little
It's
different.
different.
Right?
No?
He doesn't
No.
happen to carry a journal around with him, does he?
Keys?
This guard particularly, no, wouldn't have any keys. He wouldn't have any security clearance at all.
Well. Oh well.
So just a thought here. If I'm gonna do this, what if there's a password to get in?
We'll wake him up.
No, we're not waking him up. I'm
It's
trying
also
to-
a small keep, so you know that they probably know everyone who goes in and out of it.
I'm
Like
going-
they would recognize the guards going in and out.
I'm pretty sure we could just leave him unconscious, leave a note saying this is because of
This was bandits.
We were paid to beat you up for some reason. We're not entirely sure, but we got 100 gold, and I'm sorry they had to be you. Then I'll make sure I write, Ben, you were the target. I'm sorry. We just were supposed to rough you up. You'll know why, is all we were told.
That's a letter that you wrote?
Something of that lines.
That's something illegal, and he identified himself to the commanding officer.
Well, I mean, I identified myself as Broadwin Graves, which is
we're kind of
knows
screwed
where he is.
Right. We're kind of screwed.
Except for his sister that told us to not do anything illegal.
I didn't do anything illegal.
You punched a guard twice.
Down the guard.
Well, learn some memory erasing spells.
Bring me with you.
Ben is tied up.
Okay.
I'm virtually naked.
Eyes.
He is still knocked out. You wrote a weird letter and left it on his body.
I'm gonna cover his eyes. So
What else
he's
you
not gonna
guys
see
doing?
me. He's just gonna see him because I left.
I think
was alone.
that if I'm going to use this uniform, I should get in the well first, and then I'll put the uniform on once I'm inside.
Mm.
That way, I'm not like trying to go through the gates or something.
Yeah, no. I never thought that.
Okay. I mean, what if this guy gets out and goes back to the keep?
Well, that's why I'm going to watch him. I don't know why we're just leaving him.
Okay, so we're taking him back to camp with us.
Alright.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, I'm not gonna be in front of him when he wakes up. Probably give him some gold to say, hey, this is something
think I
that
have
had
a
to be
plan.
done. Alright, but I'm not gonna let him see me. He doesn't think I'm part of this
Yeah,
anymore.
you and Dash shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
Alright, good luck out there.
Well, because
How are you
did he
looking?
see me attack him?
Yeah, he saw
okay.
you attacking.
No, that's
Yeah.
right. I don't know. Well, then why does it matter?
I don't know. I just feel I can get information out of this guy, and this is what Rook can do. Okay? I can knock guys out.
All right. All right.
If you keep his eyes covered, I'll make sure he doesn't die on you. But here, one more, and I'll give you one more because you're only at 31 hit.
Well, 31 is like
Still pretty
60
good.
for
You can take 12
person.
more.
So what's the plan?
So I want to wake him up and then attempt some stuff.
Okay,
I am not there. I am a little ways away
Can I
behind,
get a
hiding
bless,
behind.
though?
but you're watching him.
Yeah,
You're
alright.
watching the whole
Can I get a
situation
bless,
go
though?
down.
Right before you wake him up, I'll bless you.
Okay.
Right?
Hmm?
You're watching the situation go down.
For the actually, no. I don't want to really watch any of it.
What are you doing then?
I'm just gonna kind of go up, take a walk, find a place where I can actually take a leak and relax.
Okay.
Just be like, I'm feeling a little off-putty about this. I
Alright.
need to take a walk.
So I'm going to try really hard not to say anything that I, as Rook, do not believe to be untrue.
Okay.
Okay? So when he wakes...
You wake him up.
Ben,
You'll be hung for this.
I understand that's what it looks like, but I need to speak with you, and I had to make sure that we were absolutely alone.
So you have your man stab me?
Well, I didn't intend for that particular individual to stab you, no.
What do you want?
I'm on a mission from an Inquisitor to find out as much information about Drakus the Dragonborn, who I do not trust.
It's canon now. For sure. I'm not going to tell you anything. Why should I believe you?
Because this is of utmost importance. Everyone in that keep is in danger.
From what?
I'm not really sure. We tried to find out what is going on underneath. Isn't it strange that they don't tell you what's going on underneath your feet that you're guarding?
It's a military matter.
Is it? Because the Inquisitor doesn't seem to think so.
Make a deception.
I don't know what's going on, and the Inquisitor sent us here, so it's technically untrue.
Make a deception.
8, 9, 10, 15.
How do I know you're not just these bandits or lying to me about this Inquisitor?
There was no bandits.
What? Who's this Inquisitor you're talking about?
My sister,
Penelope.
You don't even know her name.
No, it's not that. I'm just making a split-second decision.
You say my sister?
No, I say she wishes to remain anonymous at this time.
She's doing a female inquisitor.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know if I'm the best person to talk to about this.
I don't need you to do anything. I just needed to explain why I did what I did. And hopefully there are no hard feelings between us.
Can I be walking back towards the end of the spell?
Tended to be attacked by bandits. And those were real wounds, by the way. I helped that... Okay, anyways. You
very convincing.
You pretended to be attacked by bandits to get into the keep.
I mean, do you see any of said wounds now?
Only to attack me outside of the keep.
I had to make sure we were alone. If I was being followed and I attacked you, your compatriots would have come to your aid. I did my best not to cause you any grievous harm.
Okay. And you don't want me to do anything else?
If you have any information about Drakus and his activities or any of the other leaders.
He's my captain. There's not really much else to tell.
I mean,
he stays there.
Inside the keep, you must see who comes, who goes, and when.
Make a persuasion.
I would like to come back as soon as the bless starts to wear off. It's going to wear off after that roll, I'm sure.
It's like a 9.
No, it's at least a 13.
13? Can you see that? There's nothing I can tell you. If you have anything, maybe going to the major would be better and not attacking members of the castle.
I mean, all in good fun. It'd be really embarrassing if you were taken down by a noble.
Yeah. It'd be very embarrassing. Can I go?
Can I be showing up around?
Yeah.
Right. What assurances do I have that you aren't going to blow up my mission and ruin all the work that I've done?
None.
Well, then once my investigation is complete, then we can talk about releasing. Or you could be more helpful.
I have an idea. Are you letting him go right now?
Someday.
Well, we do need to find information in the keep about what the hell's going on down there.
He says he knows nothing.
Well, he's in the keep. He doesn't know anything now, but we still have a few days before anything worrisome would happen. That we've heard of, at least.
Well, the incident is set to happen in just 2 days' time.
Yeah, so we have at least a day for him to go back and see what's happening.
I would like to make this deception. I started
both
this.
make a deception.
Yes.
23.
Finally, they're coming back.
14. Waited.
Did you roll that 20? Nat 20. It is a crime punishable by death. Impersonating an officer and attacking an officer.
I don't think we impersonate. Did we
mean,
impersonate somebody?
Impersonating a member of the military and attacking a member of the military.
I don't think we did the impersonation.
How about you let me go now?
I don't think Brodwin Greaves is going to be any problem with me taking on his identity.
Another deception.
I can't help you there. You don't get guided or we're off.
13.
Nope.
I'm gonna have to kill this guy.
Brodwin Greaves. Okay.
This guard's
I'll just
smart.
wait here for the rest of my companions to find me.
So let's get this clear. He's not going to help us. We're going to get hanged if he goes back to the keep. Simple as that.
Yeah.
There's bandits nearby, right?
Yep.
Alright. I don't like this. You know what? I can't be here for this. I'm going away. I'm going to go find Dash and go do something. I don't know. This isn't right. And I'll leave.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna knock him unconscious again.
Okay. After a few tries, you knock him unconscious. Stop moving.
You're making it hurt more.
I don't know what to do in this instance.
I don't know what you were planning with attacking a guard.
Yeah.
I thought I would do much better on those rolls.
I got a 26.
Nat 20.
Okay. We'll switch from this to going to the shop.
To the people that should have been there. Isn't it a lovely afternoon?
It is nice.
Oh, it's days like this where you remember why we don't attack guards. It's just so nice out in the town.
Yes, impulsive decisions can lead to bad consequences.
Gimble's
Aptly put.
Gimble's Rook is in danger since his
You know what? Rook's doing the best he can.
This is going to be a hell of a, sorry card.
This is going to be several sorry cards.
Sorry novel.
There's going to be no sorry cards. This is going to be swept under the rug. There's nothing.
So, I guess we'll go straight for the shop.
Okay.
Well, so while he's doing that, I'm going to go talk to the children at the orphanage, see if they know anything. Like the little birds they are, maybe. I don't know. So you can go to him first, but
Okay.
that's what I do.
So I'll go in and it's so great to get to see you so many times in 1 week.
Gimble! Welcome in! What brings you in, son?
Well, we are going out to the east of the town, and I just wanted to
Okay.
see if you had any deliveries you needed made.
Are you coming back to work for us?
Mm-hmm.
Gimble?
Think of it more like an exchange.
Don't lie to your mother.
It's an exchange.
Okay.
I'm not coming back to work, but I would like to do you a favor that'll hopefully help me out too.
Where particularly?
Well, there's that big old keep that's oddly placed out there.
Red and Keep?
Yes.
Let's see. They have had their shipment last week.
Last week.
Yeah, they should be good for a month.
They haven't said anything else.
No?
Do you have the log?
Sure. What are you looking for specifically?
If I could just look at it, that'd be...
Oh, I don't see the harm in it.
Thank you so much!
HIPAA does not apply to spells.
I'm gonna take it and copy it down.
Okay.
And roll that up and keep it.
You see mostly potions of water breathing. A few identify what else would there be?
And I'll record the quantities of each.
Okay.
Because attention to detail is important.
A few haste and then some dispel magic.
Does it seem clearly like too large of an order for...
The water breathing is weird.
Yeah.
You know that there's the lake, but you don't understand why they would need that many potions of water breathing.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes. And if you ever want to come back, the
I
door's
know
always
where to-
open.
Oh, thank you. You know that always makes me feel nice.
80
to
hours a
hear.
week.
Whoa.
I mean, that's roughly what I expected.
Yeah.
It's better than what Dad does.
She's sleeping.
Oh, sorry.
It's 5 minutes a day.
Yeah. Is it just 2 hours?
sleep?
Okay. And I'll give her a warm hug and head out.
Okay. All right.
What? All right.
Make a... What would this be? Just make a regular, insight. That'd be a good one.
Uh, 20. Mod 20.
Mod 20? Okay. They don't know much about the keep itself. They know that one of the captains kind of comes by pretty regularly just to help. He's a carpenter or a builder to help keep up the orphanage. He's a dwarf. His name is Morris.
The mean one.
That's all you can really get out of it.
Okay. I guess I meet up with you then for our journey back. Unless there's anybody else we can think of. Is there anyone else we can think of that might know anything about the keep?
I mean, I already talked to Wumford, but I could bring him the information about the water breathing spells and see if that jogs anything, but that's really all I can think to do.
I mean, we are here. Try.
Okay. I'll try ringing the doorbell one more time.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, give me a second.
This is why we don't lean back in our chair.
Oh boy.
Damn it.
You just need good enough reflexes to do it.
The dwarf captain.
I guess we don't know about the dwarf yelling at the stable people yet.
Nope, no more. So, where are you going? To Wamford?
Yeah, just because now that we have more information, we could see if we can put it into the computer and get something else out.
Sure. He's still traveling, so you kind of ring his doorbell, and he pops it up. Yes.
I'm just
Gimbal.
Yes. Hello.
Yes. What can I help you with?
I'm sorry to bother you again. I know that you're very busy, but
That's fine. I'm coming back tonight, anyways.
oh, phenomenal!
Yes.
I would love to get you coffee or something.
That'd be fantastic.
Maybe at
Excellent.
Red Keep?
I hear they have a mean cold brew.
How can I help you?
So we kind of been following up on what we talked about the last time that I was here, and
Is this still your trials?
yes,
You're using me again to get ahead in the trials.
well,
If it makes you feel
Good boy.
better, I could be.
we found out that they have been getting an inordinate amount of potions of water breathing.
I mean, I guess that would make sense.
Do you think that they're trying to summon something that's liquid, like a
Make a persuasion.
water genie?
What if they're guarding a sea monster?
Oh,
I'm
they're
assuming that they
guarding
just
sea
found
monster.
something that's valuable down there and he had to go through a bunch of water.
Persuasion.
Yep.
6.
Do you have any modifier?
That was with a modifier.
Okay. Let me check.
62. Did he say 6? He meant
I meant
675.
675.
That's quite a mod.
Yeah, not having a good time.
Miranda's been asking about your travels as well.
Oh, I love your mother.
I'm sure she'd love to see you as soon as
Yeah.
you're back.
Advantage.
It was actually her that I found this out about.
Your father's lucky that he got her when he did.
One bird.
So it would make sense that I probably shouldn't be telling you this, but it would make sense that Ren Keep has so many potions of water breathing. They're doing a lot of research there on the elemental plane of water.
So they're using a summoner in their research. They're trying to bring things back.
I don't know the specifics.
Huh. All right. Well, that was an incredible piece of information. I'll tell you what. Next time you're in town, I'll bring over some of our cookies too.
Can you bring her over too?
I'm sure she'd love to see the tower.
Fantastic.
It's been years.
Anything else?
Maybe don't mention to my dad that I'm bringing her by.
That's fine.
All right. I think that's all, but I'm looking forward to seeing. I always get so tongue-tied when I'm talking to.
In the divorce proceedings, they're like, and what was the cause of this? Gimbal.
He's not welcome to work at the shop anymore.
Gimbal.
Usually you're not supposed to bring the children, but
If the
It
shit
is
is
turn and
The
point.
good enoughs. Pimping out our moms since 1662.
All right. Are you guys doing anything else?
Regretting my choices.
You're lucky that he rolled so low.
Oh, thank goodness.
Though he rolls low. He's not a supercard.
I mean, he is my ally.
We have the Moriarty of guards tied up.
Moriarty of guards.
I like that descriptor.
And you have here a Moriarty of guards.
We just got like 2 hats for the price of one there. Moriarty of guards, pimping out our moms.
Merch. All right, we'll flash back over to this scene.
I'm gonna be just talking with Dash away from it. Like, what are we going to do?
So, I know we were talking, but I don't really know how to proceed. I mean, because I gave you my plan.
Okay. So I would say you could probably let him go, right? Either leave him there or let him go back to the keep.
You haven't tried bribery yet either.
I
promise I won't kill you to do this. And you could probably sweet talk your sister into what you were doing, because she did describe that the captains or the higher ups know that there's a trial going on. And as long as you don't do anything too heinous, it probably will be okay.
Yeah, I didn't kill the guy.
Okay, yeah. Whatever. Do that.
I didn't stab him.
Kill a guard and ruin Mark's story.
So if Dracus knew, I wonder.
Dragons
So-
do not know. Only the major knows.
Oh,
Yeah, she said some of the higher up officers knew.
okay. Dracus isn't. He's a captain.
He's a
though.
captain, so
I know.
he obviously didn't know about it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I don't know anything about
Well, he would need to
military command
know.
structures.
I mean, he would need. The captain on a starship is the highest. Whatever.
Not always.
All right, if you're in Star whatever the one Atlantis, I don't know.
And we do know that Vidaf probably does know because he is the captain of the wizards. Which is abnormal in and of itself. Wow, I killed that mood.
We're all just staring
We're
at
like,
you.
what?
Are you speaking again, Coulter?
How dare you.
How dare thee! All right, so what else are you guys doing for the remainder of day 3?
Rook, come over there. So we're letting him go.
Tomorrow, after we're done.
We're done. All right. Sorry about this. I'll do a twin cast of healing on him, so he should be brought up to practically full right here. So,
Okay.
4,
Well, I mean, how much
6,
damage did you
20
do?
more.
6.
He has 33 health.
I did like 13 or 15.
Okay.
Something like that.
He's healed up to 20 more.
Okay.
And I'll kind of help tend to any wounds that are left over while he's still tied up and be like, oh, all right, nothing's going to happen. And I'll... can we just tell him the truth in all honesty?
I mean, after we're done.
Well, he's going to be stuck with us till after we're done.
I mean,
Just so
whatever
he's
you
not as
want to do
angry.
with him, it's either you take control of the situation or I'm going to make that decision. Like I do always. So I'm
Okay,
just going to go over here now.
Right. So, do you want the man who punched you to stay in control of decisions, or the one who healed you to be in control of decisions? I'm asking the guard. We mostly had to just like being.
What are you gonna do with me?
In all honesty, I'm just gonna. I'm in control. I'm in control.
The Rook's off looking for squirrels to yell
All right, I'm in control. All right, so
He's the
Adventures
captain
Guilds.
now.
We're doing the trials. The trial is to uncover as much as you can from the keep.
You nearly kill me
Oh, you weren't gonna die. Relax.
for a trial.
Do you see how quickly I healed you? You're fine.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you got
diminish his
stabbed
feelings.
one time.
I will admit him.
I got
That
stabbed
was
more than
uncalled
that
for.
for this
got-
trial.
Brought down to 0. So like
Non-lethal.
more than half of that was lethal.
It was for the trial.
And the gaslighting afterwards.
Yeah.
The cherry on top of it.
He just goes silent. He stops talking to you.
All right, I'm just gonna start going on about. So yeah, we have like 2 more days. So if you just want to relax for 2 days.
And we're on day 3. So
They're only one day.
One more day.
One more
Yep.
day. So tomorrow morning, or well, the day after tomorrow's morning, I'll walk you back up. I'll give you a little extra gold for an apology because the stab was uncalled for. The punches, we were supposed to only just knock you out. That was what we were allowed to do.
Did you stab him?
Because I heard you scream stuff, and then
He didn't know what was going on, and he saw you
you were
attack
going
him.
to attack someone. So I'm
So
like,
he's
I'm
like,
gonna
"Oh
help
man."
Brooke.
He goes,
This
Rook
is
said,
enemy.
my stars and garters. There's must be something to be concerned about that.
Something is wrong here.
All right.
So it's like that was uncalled for. That's what the goal is going to be for. But we were allowed to be able to knock someone unconscious.
You also
So try
didn't
and do
see
things.
rhododendron.
No, you weren't.
So I didn't
No, he doesn't know that.
Make a
Fair
deception.
point.
All right, guard.
The Moriarty of
The
goblins.
Moriarty
All right, 19.
sees through you.
God damn it! You rolled a 19.
just goes quiet. Doesn't talk to you anymore.
I was like, he doesn't believe me, but it's the truth. Anyway, so he's tied up for the time. Were you hungry for anything? He actually is a really good cook.
I ain't making anything for that guy.
Make him something. You beat the shit out of him.
So, end of day 3. What's the plan?
I'm probably gonna.
I'm just gonna be talking his ear off because I'm stressed.
You're gonna go into the keep.
Yes, at night.
Got it. Okay.
And I've been doing research. So detect magic doesn't necessarily reveal illusion. So we can have Gimbal make you look like this guy, because detect magic, like you can sense the presence of magic. Right. But if the keep is filled with wizards, that's not out of the question. Because like I did some research, and like if you're invisible, in order for detect magic to show that someone's invisible, you have to know they're there.
Interesting.
So do we return to the camp?
Yeah, isn't that the plan?
Yeah, you guys get back to the camp.
And there's a tied up guard.
Gimbal, it looks bad.
Gimbal, it is bad.
Just breathe, Gimbal.
Do you have any fancy illusion things that you could do?
I was gone 4 hours.
It was a lot longer than that. I give him the information that I did gain.
Yep.
I make some tea and bring it up to him.
Do we just kill him?
No, we're not killing him.
What?
I have a very strong thought that I think that since the higher ups know that this was a trial, we won't necessarily be put on treason because we didn't do anything. We didn't kill him, but if we kill him, then we've done something wrong. You know what I mean? This is all a training exercise. In honesty, this guy should get demoted.
He did get beat down by
He's over in the corner. He's like,
well, we've gagged him by now because I don't need to hear.
He's still just stone-faced, not saying anything.
Okay, well, you passed that test because when this all happened, I wasn't sure if that was where we were going. So now that I'm convinced that you're not going to hurt him further, I'm going to bed.
Quickly before you do, we should maybe get some magical assistance for our infiltrator because Dash is going to go in tonight.
Hi.
Just stay up for an hour.
Last chance to tell us where the secret door is to the second floor.
Second floor, it's underground.
Yeah, the second basement one.
Floor is up, down is lower. The lower floor.
I'm just saying lower floors are still floors.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was louder than I intended. Maybe more important things to discuss right now. What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You and Dash figure that out.
You guys
Dream,
make him
scare the
invisible.
crap out of this guy so he tells us stuff.
Just stare back at him in the way you know.
I'm like,
His stone face breaks.
all right, so you've met the friendly part of the group. Now, are you going to tell her anything? It's her tiny little dragon with a scorpion tail. Oh my god!
The dragon starts purring on
I just had such a
him.
pleasant day with Gimbal. I'm feeling very
It's like a cat with him and jumps on his lap and it's all
You say,
8.
is this what a good person does?
We went to a bakery and we saw the botanical gardens.
So, back to this plan. Are we going invisible or are you trying to disguise yourself as Ben?
I don't know, but first I give you a hug. Like, are you okay?
I'm as good as I'm going to be.
I'll take it.
So I really can just make you invisible. There's not a lot else I got for this kind of thing.
How long does that last?
Oh, I could give you mage armor too, if that is helpful at all.
I don't think that affects me.
And they're both. I don't know.
I'm going to prestidigitate a target on a tree and just magic stone against it.
So it's
Give one of
an
the stones to
hour.
the guy. She'll give you flick it like this.
Invisibility?
Thing you can shine at the target.
Nope.
And mage armor doesn't that give me raises my base to 15 or something if it's on
No,
there?
so it gives you 13 plus dex.
I mean, that would raise it up a little bit. Yeah.
But mage armor would be perceptible to detect magic.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, why not?
I can put you to sleep. I don't know if that's as helpful.
I can put you to sleep.
Why don't we just put
How
the
long
guard to
does
sleep?
invisibility last?
An hour.
Okay.
And there's no distance on it.
Well,
No,
because
there's
once
not.
it's cast,
It's-
it's touch.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I would also reiterate that your mission was to gain intel. Just throwing it out there. I think.
Not breaking and entering.
Not infiltrate necessarily.
Yes.
So what you're saying is we might have enough as is.
I mean, she said as much as possible, right? So you know pretty much the rundown of the higher ups, right? You know what this keep is here for.
We know the way out.
You don't know the entrance or how to get in.
Yeah,
And-
we know a secret. Like the well.
No, we're saying into the
No, to
whole
get
area.
into
Oh, okay.
like the
But that's
actual.
intel too, because we know
Yep.
about this the secret entrance.
Would, just on a side thing, since this is kind of what I usually do, may I retcon that I had gotten a book on the plane of water?
Yeah, you probably would have got it after
Yeah.
seeing Womford.
Yeah. So that's almost always my immediate response is to get a book.
Get a book. Book Dega.
The book dagger.
I mean, do we really need to be doing this?
Being that he could drown and die.
You could also get stabbed and shot and die, and
Or
so
like
many things
found
and die.
and
Yeah.
there's a
Do you
missing
have-
guard.
do you know what I
and
mean?
die.
Yeah.
I would look at the gag guy and be like,
Like, do we
do
really
you know any other
need
ways
to
he could
be
die
doing
in
this?
there?
Could we not just maybe
a lot, right?
go with all of this? I feel like we've done a decent job.
We
Well,
could head back to Osrin tonight.
I mean, we
Might be a
still
good
have another
idea.
day to try to gather information.
But do we want to risk any more than we're already kind of putting ourselves into?
Have we seen the artillery captain or Vodaf leave at all? Look, we know that we saw.
So you haven't seen Vudaf at all.
So really,
You
we
have
know
not
that
seen the
the
artillery captain.
only captain that we know of that left is the structural captain.
Well, he
Or
didn't.
carpentry
He didn't
captain.
leave, but
He does.
he does occasionally leave to the orphanage. Yep. And you have not seen artillery captain or Vudaf in person, but I would say that your mentor explained to you what he looks like.
Yeah.
And then those are the 4 captains, and then you know the major, but you haven't seen him yet.
Okay, I would like to go back to the university at some point to see if he's been published at all. Like if he ever did like research papers or anything, because if he's a powerful
Food
enough
up?
summoner, yeah, I feel like he maybe would have been like something that
Okay.
possibly.
Yeah, that
So-
would be day 4.
Okay, I'll do that
Are we
tomorrow.
doing anything else?
I guess we head back to Osrin then.
Okay. What are we doing with guard?
I'm gonna take him to my sister.
Okay.
I just figure returning him through her might be
Yeah.
the least awkward.
Okay.
Let's get him dressed first.
Yeah.
Okay, you dress him back up.
Some sleep spells.
Maybe sleep would be good.
Sleep or just a thought. We could switch clothes, he and I, and he could be in my clothes, and we could act like he's a bandit that we caught.
I think it's
No,
better.
I think we're
bring him back.
just coming clean at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, that's what we're doing.
We don't want to have like a half-naked man being dragging.
You
him
can make it
through the street.
invisible
Okay.
if you needed to.
All
Yeah, so
invisible.
if we have to go through, if we have to go through anywhere or see anyone coming in, just boom, and then boom.
Okay. You make it back to Steel Cry. It's the night of the 3rd day. It's probably somewhere around 10:30 at this point. And
We will
you
find Penelope.
you knock on your sister's door.
Very gentle.
Yes.
He's invisible on the shoulder right now. He's still invisible.
Can I come in?
He's invisible.
Yes.
He's invisible.
Sure. Come on in.
Okay, Gimbal.
And we'll all be
Oh,
here.
who's in there? Is
No,
everybody in?
I'm assuming Gimble's within sensory
Okay.
range.
Okay.
I'm going in
Gimbal.
with- Actually, no, I don't know Penelope.
So just you.
I'll bless him real quick as I work a little. Good luck in there, buddy.
I stop concentrating on invisibility.
Prodwin.
I thought he might have information. We didn't kill him.
Is he dead?
No,
No, he's alive.
He's just sleeping. So soundly. He struck his cheek.
You know I have to prosecute you for this, right?
Why?
You beat up a guard.
He's perfectly healed.
Barely beat him up.
It looks more than barely.
No,
he has a gag in his
fully
mouth.
healed.
Well, yeah, I needed information. This is what adventurers do.
Tell me what happened.
We went in, tried to get access further into the keep, could not. He was sent to walk me to the village, and I thought maybe he'd have some information, so I knocked him unconscious.
But he didn't have information.
But he didn't.
Knocked him unconscious
I tell
for
you,
information.
You should have this guy do spy stuff for you, because he does not.
Yeah, Ben Moriarty.
Everyone knows Ben Moriarty.
He's being trained for
I will make this
interrogation.
right with Horben, but this is going to reflect poorly on your score.
Just to be clear, this was only my decision,
Okay.
as I make terrible decisions.
All right, get out of here. I need to send some letters.
All right, should I leave him or?
Yes, of course.
You're like, I'll be like, open it. Can you give him this when he wakes up? Yeah, it'll be 5 gold pieces, a little tiny little.
That's fine.
Bribery is another crime, sweetheart.
This is more just an apology, not bribery.
Little card comes out.
I mean, he doesn't have to take it, I guess. But if he would like an apology, he could just let him know. I'll keep the gold for now.
Okay. She ushers you all out of her room.
Love you. In a Greaves way.
You hear, as she closes the door, a firebolt.
You are going to need to stay in touch with her after this so that she knows that you really do care.
I mean, the entire point of all of this was to live as Brodwin Greaves going forward.
Oh.
All right. 4th day. So we're going to...
He's going to go do a bunch of research.
Bueno.
Rook is going to sit quietly in his room and not screw up the mission any
sitting
further.
on his hands. What is everyone else doing?
I wouldn't actually like go and talk to her, but everyone's not gonna walk past and just kind of like see if I can notice if the guards or if the guard went anywhere.
Guard's not there.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
he's gone.
Gone.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I was like, all right, I'll just go to the training ground and practice throwing magic or something.
Okay.
I make my sister's favorite breakfast, but don't specifically give it to her, so it doesn't seem like I'm trying to bribe her.
You tell Cookie to give it to her?
No, I just make
Okay.
her favorite breakfast for everyone.
Oh, for everybody. Got it.
And then that
Got
way,
it.
it's not, I just did it special for her, but it's still special for
Okay.
her.
Also, she did willingly give us the name of the major just there without knowing that we knew it.
Oh.
Harblin.
Corbin.
Harblin.
Did we not have that
Hank, you're a
information?
chef.
did.
What's a fancy breakfast?
Quiche.
He's just not hard.
I
No.
didn't say it had to be hard.
So they have to
Eggs
be her
Benedicts.
Somebody
need
already
that
likes
one.
eggs Benedict. Forgot who.
Skillet hash. That's a good one.
French toast.
Oh, French toast is a good one.
Yeah.
She has a sweet tooth. French toast. You make French toast for everybody. Make a delicious check.
Come on.
Guidance.
What's France?
You have guidance.
There's a France here.
I'm rolling your guidance roll.
So it's 9 plus my proficiency, which is 2, 10, 11. But then do I add dex or int? Dex. So 13.
13. Okay.
And D4.
Oh,
I said guidance before the roll. Thank you.
okay, so that's 17.
It's pretty damn delicious.
Yeah.
Not your best, but pretty delicious.
I'm very distraught.
Make an investigation check.
Okay. Is there a chance I can do 2, one for the book and one for the research?
What?
He is a scholar.
So I bought a book on
Plane
the
of
plane of water,
Oh, got it.
and then the research to see.
I would
what
say you
he-
wouldn't need a roll
Okay,
for the book.
cool.
Like, you probably read it all through the night. You know everything about it now.
I just like it.
Oh, we got a long rest. I can heal.
Oh yeah.
Are you training with your sword at all?
Alternating,
Yeah.
like casting with the sword and hitting
Okay,
with
you
the
pull
sword.
it out, and it's a training sword.
Yeah, I assume so.
There's no magic in it.
Yeah, it's like,
at all.
I'll just practice doing magic.
And you try to do magic out of it, and nothing happens.
What the heck?
Oh no, because that was bad.
Then
Is
because
it
this.
The guard shit.
So
Language.
can I use my researcher ability for my background, or would this like actually finding it period would be the research ability?
What is the research ability?
When you attempt to learn or recall a piece of lore, if you do not know that information, you often know where and from whom you can obtain it. Usually this information comes from a library, scriptorium, university, or a sage or other learned person or creature.
No advantage, but the DC's lower.
Okay,
because
cool.
of that.
So that was a 14.
14, okay. And you're looking at specifically
any spells or areas of research that Vidoff had been involved in.
Okay. He has a few articles, most of which talking about the elemental plane of water.
Okay.
So kind of studying the connection between the prime material plane and the elemental plane of water, why in the specific spot he was researching, why it came about, the slow increase of the portal throughout the years, so it's slowly getting bigger, and then research into ways to stop it.
Okay. So I will kind of take just a bunch of notes so I can remember all this and bring it with me back to the guy.
Got it. This is good.
There's a lot in my brain.
All right.
Is my university library guest pass ready?
Oh yeah, I forgot that was a thing. Yeah, it is ready. I would say you go with Gimbal to the university, and they actually let you in this time.
Yes.
Yeah. What are you looking for specifically?
All right. Well, first I'll look for anything on Ren Keep.
Okay.
And then after that, I have to kill the Nightmare King.
Okay.
How many
Roll
books have to
investigation.
kill the Nightmare King?
For the Nightmare King.
What's with the dice?
14.
No, don't give him that one. It's Moriarty's dice.
If we're there together, can I assist?
What did you roll?
14.
With your ability, the DC is lower.
Okay.
That's your assisting her. 14, you do see various works, nothing for the Nightmare King specifically, but various works on how to kill devils. So you know that they reside in the nine hells, and the only way to truly kill a devil is to kill them in that plane, so that their soul disperses and they don't come back. If they're killed on the prime material plane, they just get teleported back to the nine hells, and kind of just like go through the process of growing again.
Anything about how being in that dimension affects my abilities?
Being in the nine hells, you know that it affects most races pretty similarly. Your magic still works unless it's from a divine entity, and it's just it's kind of a hellish plane, right? It's got obviously nine hells, so it's mortals can't really stay a long time in there just because of the environment. There's kind of an overwhelming heat that exhausts too much if you stay there very long. So there's different magical means you can use to kind of help that, but that's about it.
And how do I get there? I'm assuming when I fall asleep and interact with him, we're not in his dimension.
Yeah, you get it from there. You can't, with your role, you don't really know how to get to the nine hells.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
So he just gets into the university?
He
no
went
problem?
there.
Yeah. I still have my student ID.
That's handy.
Every time you try to go with him, they didn't let you in.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll assume that.
Well, and being an alumnus, my parents probably give them money because they get a lot of business from there.
All right. Anything else happening for today?
I guess
I'd
we
like
have
to-
Gibble prepare the info packet.
I would like to check with my criminal contacts in the city and see if there's anything with Keep.
Specifically, maybe like the members, like if they're up to anything shady, like drug addictions, prostitution, anything like that.
Smuggling.
Okay. Make an investigation roll. Is this going to be? What does the actually ability say?
You know where to find the criminal underground and how to talk and like.
I think you specifically have contacts within the criminal.
Yeah, you know how to get messages, so you have a reliable and trustworthy contact who acts as a liaison to a network of other criminals.
Okay. So you put the question out there to your contact to see if you can find out about any groups in the area or the surrounding area of Renkeep to see if there's anything going on. Go ahead and make a... Actually...
Streetwise plus presence.
Yes.
I got 3 dots plus 3s.
So you know that there is 2 groups working in the area. You know one of them is the Black Star. You know the other one is the Pink Lotus. Both of them have,
did it too.
in the past, both of them have been trying to gain access to Renkeep, but they've all been thwarted. The ministry sent militia to Renkeep to kind of clear up the riffraff around the area. So a few of the towns around Renkeep have been like cleansed of all criminal activity. So yeah, as far as now, no one has been able to penetrate Renkeep.
So we could go to Shah.
No,
And try to
we
bargain.
cannot. We turned him over to
We
our
did,
sister,
that's right.
remember?
Yeah, let's go to Shaw.
But do we even know where to find
Please.
him?
No.
Also, we have this cursed wolf necklace still. Do we want to get rid of that somewhere? Do we just want to hold on to it for a rainy day? I don't know
hold
what
on
the
to it for a
plan
rainy
is.
Just hold on to it. Never discount how powerful Rook might be with werewolf claws.
All
I
right.
start backing away.
Duly
I'm just
noted.
saying, in a life or death situation, that might be really useful for my raging barbarianness with unarmed strikes.
Yeah.
Anything else? Any more intel gathering that we're gonna do?
I was just gonna go to the Church of Helm, I'm guessing, or where it is, and I was gonna say a few words, not quite a prayer, but I would sit down, kind of holding the training sword, and
Seek forgiveness.
not quite. I was stopping and thinking about how all the events transpired and how it went down quickly with Rook being the one just immediately punching the guard, and then I'm having to follow up and back up, and I just give a little moment like, I know that what happened was pretty bad. But if this is your way of saying that if I can't back up my own father, if he does something stupid, then I guess you could keep this. And I can kind of put the training sword down on the table, or like on the ground in front of me, like this guy.
He's protecting me.
I'll do my best that I can for you. If you do wish to keep me around, I guess. I don't know. But by no means am I ever going to let my dad take the fall alone. I'm always going to have his back.
Okay.
And then I'll
Walk out.
take a moment and walk out.
Okay. Leaving the sword behind. Okay.
He was talking to his
The
wife.
dude to my right, hey, my training sword!
No, that man has been following you ever since.
All right. Wumford was not going to be back until after the trial was complete.
He was back third day.
Oh,
And the
So
third day.
he's back
okay.
now.
So I do want to take my mom to bring him cookies and get coffee.
Of course.
We don't necessarily have to do the whole thing, but I mean, if that like
Sure.
anything falls out of that,
Yeah, so you take your mom over to Womford.
Do you tell your mom?
I mean,
Or did you just tell her we're going for lunch?
they know
With a
each other.
friend?
They don't not know each other.
Yeah, well, so you guys have a pleasant afternoon.
Roll for brunch.
Yeah, roll for brunch. Roll for delicious. You have a pleasant afternoon. He kind of keeps making innuendos at your mom, but she just ignores them. And yeah, it's
Oh no, I feel bad.
Everything is good. Everything's
You
good.
did your part. You
Yeah.
pimped her out. She doesn't have to say yes.
I continually throughout the meal just make casual comments about the plane of water. It's such an interesting area of study these days.
He gives her a little artifact. It's a little kind of wooden sculpture of his familiar, which is a kind of a bigger red hawk. And he gives you like a wooden sculpture of that to take home and to leave in the shop.
Identify that. Never know.
I'm not gonna identify it at the table. That's rude. But once we get
he
back,
says something to watch over you.
Oh, that is cool. I would not be like, she probably just identify, poof, looks at him.
His mom is not a wizard.
they're not casters. As soon as we leave, I'm gonna identify it.
Okay. It has an alarm spell on it. If any damage should come to the artifact, the alarm spell goes off.
That's all.
That's all.
Oh,
He's not a creep. Come on, guys.
You're playing him up to me.
well, that's what I felt bad. I was like, this is my mentor.
Yeah.
I have an ethical dilemma.
Yes, I'm very uncomfortable. Okay, I'll keep the hawk.
Okay. You're keeping the hawk?
No, I'll leave it in
We're
the shop.
not
I'll
the
leave it in
only
the shop.
ones.
I'll leave it in the shop, but I'm sure she's smart enough that it's gonna stay downstairs, like in
Yeah.
the window or
Okay.
something. Not
Not in the
Yeah.
bedroom.
But I will, of course, like let her know exactly what I found to identify.
Cool. Awesome. So then, if no one else is doing anything regards
Nope,
to the
we
trial,
take our
return
laminated, perfumed
Okay.
packet of information to.
you bring it to
I wouldn't
Penelope.
perfume
I would
it.
ask
That
if
could-
you have a spare sword.
What if she's
anyway.
allergic to something?
She is sitting in a room with a round table in front and beckons all of you to sit.
And please let me know if you have any questions. There's an index in the back if you're looking for any particular pieces of information that might make it a little easier to search. But if you just want to call out a
That's
word,
enough,
I can
dude.
try and tell you the page.
So, what is the command structure at Ren Keep?
It's in the packet.
What is the command structure? at Ren
The
Keep?
commanding officer, as far as we were able to deduce, was Major Horbin Longshield. And beneath him, there are 4 captains.
Describe Holben's appearance.
Where did you receive that from?
We got that information. I
Yes.
just
You said
don't
we-
remember.
it was
I
from
did
your
you get that
mentor.
information?
Yeah, we did.
You said we got all of their how they looked
Nope.
from his mentor.
Nope, you got the Vudov. How Vudov looked
Vudov,
from the
alright.
mentor.
No, we don't know what he.
So we'll say that you have a description of him, of
Thank
Horben.
you.
Yep. Proceed.
So I'll give the full description of Horbin, and then I will proceed from that point to describe each of the captains that we have seen or
Okay.
come into.
So you
Information.
know Infantry Captain Jarakis Dragonborn,
Who is untrustworthy.
who is you know Morris, the
Structural.
captain of the builder, structural, right? He's a dwarf. You kind of describe his appearance. You don't know the artillery captain or appearance, but you know a wizard. You know Vudov is a human wizard, and you kind of describe in length his research and,
Yes,
and all
if
that.
you go to
Conjuration
chapter
wizard.
5, there are snippets from his notes and the different spells that he was working on at the university his time there. And then if you look beyond that, I believe that outside his work with the military was because of the portal that is yet to be closed.
Very impressive. How
Although-
many? Sorry, go
Is there a plan to deal with this? Because like if it's growing every year, I don't know if that's gonna.
we'll take care of it.
Okay.
How many military people are there? Military people, yeah. That's the thing.
There are 20 wizards working under Bidoff. Did you get a count of
20 wizards,
There's-
4 captains, rotations throughout the day of 5 different guards,
An entrance and 5 patrolling, so there's always
5
10 on the
entrance,
grounds
there's
at least. at all
10 that are
times.
noticeable, and
Okay.
they rotate every 6 hours, so we're assuming that there's at least three sets. So I would
Did you
say-
count the builders working on the stable?
I did physically count
Mhm.
them, but I didn't
Didn't think
write
they
it
were
down.
guards.
Okay, so you describe that.
And a nurse, at least one.
You describe the
And the chef.
guard patterns that you've seen on the wall throughout.
The coming and goings
Yep.
as well. The wizards.
Oh,
Not
and
to
they-
mention their high-level spy,
Moriarty.
Also, there's an infiltration point that is not guarded.
What is that?
The well connects to the moat. If you have a water breathing spell, of which they have several, that would be an easy way in.
And there's no gods usually surrounding the well, and it's right next to one of the main entrances.
All right. So, since you know about the entrance to the elemental plane, how do you get there?
down the stairs.
Can I
to
make
the
a
left.
deception check to just because we have a map of the place? I'm going to make a deception check to lie that it's past here, and
She knows where it is. I don't know why.
I'm gonna do my best guess then.
Can you make a guess
past
check?
here, and there's
And there's a what?
go this way.
Yep.
And just right here.
What is there?
Oh wait, no, that's not a wall. Never mind. I was gonna do my best lie. Probably right here. What do we have? That's the loo.
looks
What
like
am I
a
talking?
back
That's a loo. Yeah, no, I would say it's in the courtyard.
So we know that from here to here, there's nothing because it has to be in
then
this
it's the empty
area
room.
here.
I'm gonna say we are unsure, but our best assumption is in the empty the room here that's marked empty by our records.
Lower.
And how do you get in?
We have to use that to get down, is I think what they're saying.
No, we didn't want to go too far breaking in and entering that, and our guard friends did not know.
Right.
Yeah, did you interrogate the prisoner we bought back? Because that would have been intel that you could have used.
Anyway, so how would you best attack this place?
I would go through the well when they changed guards. We actually got them to double their watch and send more people on patrol, so less soldiers within the watch. If we could recreate a situation along those lines.
I'd also say any form of illusion to help amp up the outside. You'd want to at least get around 5 to 10 through the well as quiet as you can, preferably thieves. And then, how far was it raised off from this direction before it was on that cliff face? He was able to look down.
I'm sorry?
How far was it again from the area where he was watching that was looking down onto the area?
He was probably 80 feet, 70, 80 feet away.
70, 80 feet.
Yeah.
No, then once they could get in, stealth across, hold it, keeping flush against the wall so that the guard doesn't see you. And once someone could get a door open, anyone at the front could storm pretty quickly.
Infiltrate through the well, open the front gate, boom.
Yeah.
It's
any magic casters that could fly could help just be more of a distraction on the left side over here.
They're
Dispel magic.
They're all underneath studying. They wouldn't have enough time to
They're
break out in time.
incredibly focused outward and not terribly focused inward. And I think that's probably their greatest weakness.
All right. How would you best defend?
Put a grate blocking the well. The rest of it is have 1 or 2 more guards watching that actually watch the grounds instead of just on the parapets. And
I mean, if any wizards could be spared, we didn't see any roaming the grounds.
At least 2 or 3, because you never know when someone will invisibility, and that was our next idea. But we figured we didn't.
What magical defenses did you find?
No.
I'll list off the haste, identify, and dispel magic scrolls that were found.
Any on the grounds?
None in the
There
courtyard.
was none apparent when we were escorted in. So
there were
no
the
spells.
outside.
We used spells within the grounds, so there wasn't an anti-magic field that was in any area we were
Able
involved
to
with.
get into. And getting a god's uniform was pretty easy on that.
Somebody stopped us from actually going into the keep. So it doesn't seem like a fair question.
Yes, could have. That was just a suggestion. All right. I have everything I need. Thank you.
Did you like breakfast? As I walk out angrily.
It was good. All right. So, yeah, you guys were graded individually throughout that process to see at the end. It's going to be a cumulative of the 3 different trials of what level you reach.
There's 2 more trials, right?
2 more trials.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got 20 minutes.
Yeah. So, are you doing anything tonight? The night of day 4?
My sleep pattern's off, so I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is depression in action?
Yes.
I'd like to go
bonus.
back
All over
to
the place.
the temple again and
Roll
just
for
kind of
anxiety.
see if I feel it.
You're walking back to the temple.
Yeah.
Okay.
I walk back to it and just kind of still say a few more because I'm still not sure how I feel about him because I only know a little bit about him and how if it's against all that. And it's just gonna be a few awkward days of just
as you pass by Muzo's office, he hands you a letter from your mother.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm actually in a good mood because I feel really proud of my packet. So I was very happy with how that all turned out.
safe.
I no longer feel good.
Oh, no.
What's wrong?
Your parents are getting divorced, are they?
Muzo gave me the letter? Was it sealed?
Yep. So he just brought it in with the mail.
May I?
I don't know if I would give this to you. I would go straight to my sister.
What happened?
I mean, I showed it to you. If that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah. I go straight to my sister
Yep.
with the letter.
She opens up. She reads the letter. I can't give the book to him.
I understand that, but you said that you were going to do something.
Well, we know where he is. We can go confront him there.
Let's go.
Okay. I'm with you. Let's go.
Aw.
Who are you bringing?
I'll put a call out, but this time of night, I don't know if I'll be able to get anyone.
I do not know if that's going to be readable.
It actually looks fairly legible on the screen, but we'll see.
So I'll just have you read it, Gimbal,
As opposed to
as opposed to trying to.
I tried.
My dearest Kimball, bring me the book tonight or they die. Always yours, Shaw.
In your
Cute.
mother's script.
Well, crap.
I left her the
Alright.
hawk
So you're not there.
and told her what it did.
You're not there.
I'm not there. I'll
So
just say,
everyone
they know where
else, do
I
you
went
rouse
at
everyone
least.
else up? Who are you taking?
I mean, we're all in.
Okay.
I mean, I grab Sven if
Okay.
I can.
Yeah, you can convince him
He
to go
owes
for
me.
sure. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we have you four plus Sven and Penelope going to your parents' shop.
And I would send I'll send oh my gosh, Philip, sorry. I'll send Philip to Wumford.
Okay.
And I would.
All right.
I'd probably run ahead too. I'd get there as fast as I could.
Okay. Are you stealthing there?
No.
I tell him that if he's gonna go as fast as he can, knock over the bird.
Okay.
The wooden falcon in the
No.
window, knock it over.
Okay. So
Maybe once I get close, but not like.
He's trying to get there ahead of us. If he stealths, he would be at the same pace.
okay, no, but you can. Okay, but when you get there, are you making your presence known?
No.
Okay,
Once I
make
got there, it'd be
Make a
stealth.
stealth check once you get there.
Don't do.
It's not initiative. He's fine.
Yeah.
18.
18. Okay. Okay. As you stealth up through one of the alleys, you see. Make a perception.
14 to get Bishop.
I'm not with you guys.
That's true. Okay.
Do you want to get your mentor or bishop?
Ooh. We can send Sunflower to get Bishop.
Good call.
There are two of them, yes.
14.
You
14.
Need to get familiar.
You see right in front of the shop, Shaw, kind of sitting down leisurely. And then you see two people, each holding Gimbel's mom and dad, so 4 people total. One additionally to the side, and then with your perception check, you also see 2 archers on the side, on the top of the opposite buildings.
Okay.
All right.
Do you loop back and fill us in before we get there?
Okay.
Okay. So how far out is he? Like, do we have time to wait for him? Like, I don't know. How
You
big
could
this
wait
is.
for him. Yeah, it'll probably be like 30 minutes or so for him to get there and him to reach you.
So my plan is, if the archers are within combat range of whatever it is they have planned, we can put you and Dream in those positions after you take out their archers. The rest of us melees can then move in.
Can we take them out quietly enough?
I don't think quiet is going to be an option with me and my sister involved.
Will I have arrived by now?
Yeah.
All right. Well, if we need to take the archers out, some of you aren't the best with range, so I'll kind of just produce 3 stones, or I'll say 6 stones, so that I can have 3 at a time, and then 3 at a time. Like,
Can you cast that twice?
I can only cast it once, so I'll have the first 3, so that I'll just have 3 more stones ready for the second
Okay.
cast. But yeah, so I was like, so here, and I'm assuming Penelope, you have some range that you could do.
Yes, I can do some damage.
You not so much. Right before we attack, let me know.
Now, from what I've heard of Shaw, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I think I might need to focus on him.
I was hoping that you could counter any magics.
I have a few counters, but not many.
Well, if I die, it was great seeing you.
Yeah.
Don't
Likewise.
worry, I'm not going to let any of you die. That's what I'm here for.
Me and Sven will clean up his cronies while you focus on him and then move in and help.
So we'll try to stealth the archers first. Or at least knock them both out immediately before the fight even begins. And then we can bum rush in.
Yes.
Your job is to stay hidden as long as possible and get Mr. and Mrs. Roundlord out of there.
Okay.
I appreciate you helping us.
Of course, my dear.
All right.
So,
Let's deal with these consequences.
how are you approaching?
I'm going to approach the only way Rook knows how.
Just straight on?
Before he does that, I'm going to give him wait. I'll cast the spell. We have some time to use these. I give you one.
But our plan is to take out the archers with the mages.
Well, I want to make sure they're out within the first round. This is the first
I
round.
want to take him. I'm going to focus for turn one. Me and Sven are
It's a
gonna
bonus
take out-
action to use.
Oh, no. But it's going to be turn one. Is going to be. Well, I have to use bonus action to attack.
To rage.
Yeah.
Does
But
Sven have to rage?
Sven's not a barbarian.
All right, so I'll give
Regardless-
him this here. When you're going in, flick it towards one of the archers just to help us out. It'll do the rest on its own. Just kind of think like,
All right.
It'll do the rest. All right, Gimbal. It's a bonus action to use, so just flick it alongside whatever spell you have, and I'll do the same.
I can just drop it.
Anyway, so me and Sven are going to go after the people holding the Ralnors first and foremost, to try and bum rush them. Dash is going to get them free of the combat, and I'm assuming my sister's going to go in loud and hard, and my mages will go in loud and hard.
I will stick closer to Penelope to make sure that she doesn't get taken down too quickly, and just mostly like keeping an eye out on the field, making sure that no one's getting too hurt and assisting where I need to. Oh, and when we start, bless will happen after the stones are thrown, and it will be Boom, Penelope, and him.
Okay, so we're just rushing in, trying to get a surprise round.
Not talking, doing anything, rushing in. Okay, you
Me
won't
and
be able
Sven are
to.
going straight for.
You won't be able to get a surprise round.
I will also be prepared to heal instead. If I see that the runners get hurt, I will be prepared to heal instead of bless.
We were going up to the roof, right?
You were getting in range of the archers to take them out.
Okay.
And
So
they're
maybe
on separate roofs, right?
They're on separate roofs on the opposite side of the shop.
Ready?
So maybe a stealth check and then
Are
invisibility.
you guys going up on top of the roofs?
Yeah, because we want them
Okay.
in sniping position. Because if they set up a good position,
So you
then
two
that's-
stealth checks for sure.
I'll give guidance to one of those.
invisibility.
I'll give-
How good's your mod?
I have a +3 for stealth.
Okay, I only +1, so can I have it?
So
Okay.
we're invisibly hurt.
Okay.
Wait, you're invisibling me?
No.
There's not really a need to.
19 for my
19 for mine too. 2 19s.
Yeah.
And I'll be watching, like, as best I can to be ready to flick my stone and cast a spell.
Flick of the stone.
Cast the spell.
One of the archers is Ben Moriarty.
Watching-
my nemesis.
Watching eyes, prying eyes. All right, so you set up on 2 of the buildings in range of the archers, and I would think in range of the melee as well, so you can support them.
So my thought process is they would replace the archers because they're obviously in a good position.
Okay.
So that was the plan.
Okay. Got it. And you're just rushing in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And as soon as we hear the archers going in.
And I will have just cast Dragon's Both on myself right before we walk into it.
Okay.
No, Phil.
Oh, and all armor of
He's not
Agathis.
there. And I will have mage armored.
2 stealthing, everyone else not stealthing, running in.
I'm stealth still.
I'm with
He's
Penelope.
stealthing to remove the Ralnors. as
Make
soon as
another
possible.
stealth.
15.
15.
He's
Okay.
got a good distraction, I'd say.
Yeah, with. So as you get into position, they notice you for sure. What way are you coming from?
Where I don't even know how to...
From behind the shop, like in an alley.
Okay, so
the
we'll say
direction
from the side of the shop, because you can't do it behind the shop. From the side of the shop, they see you approach, and Shaw stands up and says, "Do you have the book?"
Yes.
Fantastic. Hand it here, and they will not die.
Hand him Kimball's intel binder.
Okay.
Just a book.
Yeah.
And then we rush in right now.
All right. Roll initiative.
Ready?
Jesus.
Okay.
Do we get a surprise round anyway?
Nope.
Damn it. No, I just mean like, did we do well? Did they do bad?
I thought we were-
initiative. Is what I was
What's the damage on the stone?
Oh, I'll give you all the damage and everything.
Well, he's asking
D6 plus 5.
What is your
17.
You get also
17.
plus 7.
Got it.
Okay, awesome. Perfect.
Yeah, anyone who's using a stone
Three.
gets my modifiers.
5.
That's my modifier too.
Initiative.
Oh, sorry, Gimbal.
23.
23.
That's
Sorry, 22.
Isn't that still a natural 20 for you?
No, it's 19.
No, it's 19.
Gimball's got
20,
good dex.
17.
17.
That's all I got.
Well, and intelligence.
Oh, well, yes.
11.
17, 11. What did you get, Rook?
17.
17? And you got 17 as well? Who's going first?
Probably him.
Speedy.
Because his dex is much higher than mine.
I
All right.
Dream
Unless you
battle
want to go
song.
after me so I can get in there. So you have sneak attacks.
Yeah, I'll wait for you. Rook will go before Dash.
Yep. Oh, Rook will go before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that way I can get into a flank first thing.
Sorry. Got my 2 shots.
Got a
lined
long
up.
time to go though. Like probably last.
All right. Starting out the round, we have Shop.
Ah!
Of course.
Natural
Got a
20.
natural 20.
I knew it.
Thanks for keep watching at my rolls, man.
Oh no, I
To
guessed.
Put a little thing over.
I guessed. I did not.
That's why I put it up there.
So he looks at the book, looks back at you disgusted,
Disgusting.
and he says, "Fine. If you won't take this seriously." He puts it down, and he reaches a hand over towards Miranda,
Then the counter spell goes off.
casts a spell, which is counterspelled by Penelope, which is counterspelled by the mage next to him.
So
Which
what does
then
that mean?
We are not level 5 yet, so we can't counterspell. So
Count.
And casts disintegration.
My question.
What is that? What's disintegration?
Only if she has 2 view hit points?
And that's where we'll end the session.
What? I am so glad I'm on the roof and can't see this.
Oh, God.
Well,
Well, it was lovely streaming for you guys. We quit.
Why doesn't
Things aren't looking great for Carol.
Why doesn't D&D have like condition cards? Because I swear to God, this would be like a condition.
This would be a breaking point for
Yes.
the entire
Oh,
party.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, Gimbal might quit adventuring.
No, my sister's gonna. Disintegrate.
what is that spell?
You need true resurrection
What's
for that.
it literally disintegrates
It
anything?
literally turns you into a pile of dust.
Yeah.
If it- yeah.
What?
The only way
If
for
you drop
resurrection
to
is
zero.
level,
Michael
level
knows
9
what that
spell.
feels like.
Yeah.
What level is disintegration?
Like 5 or 6.
Jesus.
Yeah, these guys are ridiculously high level.
Does she get to make a DC?
No.
or-
All she can
Even
to
the
reduce the.
base damage would kill her.
Even if she made the
No. Damn.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks for joining us, guys.
That was nice.
Oh, I did?
Bye!
We now have to murder Mark.
There you go.
Sad.